In today's video, it's basically a continuation of this video that I made on the Orange Pi 4 LTS Android 12 Retroarch tutorial. However, I'll be focusing more on Retroarch today. On the last video, I was more focused on the hardware of the Orange Pi 4 LTS and how to install Android 12 on the Orange Pi 4 LTS single board computer. But today I will be more focused on Retroarch. So if you haven't already gotten Retroarch, you can get it on this website or URL. Just go to the URL, go to download, and select the one for Android. You could select, I use the 32-bit. You could try the 64-bit. I have not tried that. I don't know if that works. But you could try the 32-bit and the 64 and see which one works. And we need to get a BIOS pack for Retroarch, which you can find on this URL right here. You could download this and unzip it on your USB flash drive. You will need another file called a program, Android program called Shutdown by Adam. I talked about this in the last video, but I'm just reminding you here if you haven't already. And you do need another program called here it is, File Manager. This one is File Manager by File Manager Plus. I found this to be a very good file manager program for Android. And I'll leave this in the video descriptions below. Everything is in the video descriptions below for URLs. And just download it all and put it onto your USB flash drive like I did here. You could download other programs as well, like the Dolphin emulator from APK Pure, the PSP emulator, PlayStation Portable emulator, PlayStation 2. I don't know if PlayStation 2 will work very well on this single board computer, but right now it's just those four. And make sure you put the ROM files in there as well, because I will be installing that on my operating system. Get the ROM files like I did. I have all the files here on my flash drive, ROM files and BIOS files. That's all you need. So now I'll be going to my single board computer. I'll just eject this from my PC, the USB flash drive. So you need a USB flash drive as well. Make sure you have one. Okay, so now I'm on my Android device. So I would have to go to File Manager. So every time you turn on this single board computer, make sure you go to Settings, go to Sound, and set this volume at the highest. It's always going to be here, but you want to set it to the highest. Let's go to File Manager, left click with your mouse and then move up. Go to Explorer. This is a USB device. This is where I put my Android files. You want to install Retroarch. Just double left click on it and enable and give it permissions and everything. Install Shutdown, no root, and install File Manager and give it permissions as well. After you do that, after you install File Manager, go to File Manager, go to your USB flash drive. This is where I put my ROMs. So I'm going to use my controllers and get there and press Y button. And I'll use my mouse to copy that. Go to home, go to main storage device. This is where RetroArch is going to be at. And I'm going to go here and paste it here, and you should be able to get your ROMs folder like I did here. We're going to go back to home, SanDisk, and go to the BIOS files. This is the RetroArch BIOS files. Go here with my controller, press Y, and then copy this. Go home, go to main menu, go to RetroArch, and this is where I'm going to put my BIOS file. So I'm going to paste it here. It will take a couple of minutes because there's a lot of files. And that's pretty much it for File Manager. So I'm going to press stop and just left click with the mouse and move it up like that so I can close it. So I'm going to open RetroArch. I have a Logitech F310 6-axis controller connected to this single board computer. So I have a controller that is connected. So I want to do a few things before I do anything. I want to go to Input, press A, go to Retro Pad Binds, press A, Controller 1, going to select left analog. D-pad up, press A, D-pad down, left, right, B, A, Y, X. I'm doing this with the controller. Select button, start button, left shoulder top, left shoulder, right shoulder top, left shoulder down, right shoulder down, left analog button, right analog button, left analog up, left analog down, left analog left, left analog right, right analog up, right analog down, right analog left, right analog right. Okay, that's it. And press A, I think. Or press A now and get here. I need to do some other things as well. Set hotkeys. Menu control. Let's try that. Forgot where it was. It's hotkeys. Huh. Okay, toggle menu. I'll use select start. Start select. Press B to get out. A to get out. A to get out. And I want to do another thing here. Let's see. Directory. So I'm going to set the BIOS folder. Parent directory. It's in RetroArch. Systems BIOS. This is where I put my BIOS files. So use this directory. Press A. Okay. Let's load a core. Download a core. We'll download a couple of cores like Nintendo Entertainment System. This one. And this one. I will also download the Sony PlayStation one as well. For this operating system version of Retroarch, I like PCSX. Now I'm going to select that. I'm also going to select the Super Nintendo emulator. SNES 9X is good, I think. So this. And we could import contents. Okay. So I'll show you how to do that very briefly. Import content. You know what? I want the Atari emulator as well. I didn't get that. So load core. Download core. Atari 2600 Stella. Let's do Atari 7800 as well. And I'll make a playlist for those, because I have not done that yet. So import content, manual scan, Retroarch, ROMs, Atari 2600s, select this. Atari 2600, core Atari 2600, start scan. Okay, good. So I'll do another one, manual scan for Atari 7800. Scan this directory. Atari 7800. Select that emulator. Start scan. Got Atari 2600. Start select to get out. Overlays. I don't like the overlay, so I'm going to disable that. So I'm going to close this content. Press A to get back. Let's try Atari 7800. Start select to get out. Let's try Nintendo Entertainment System. You could press Y to get here. Press X. Trojan, let's see. that's enough. So let me get out of here. Try Super Nintendo as well. It's X. Now I'm going to just load a game. You could just load content. I'm gonna load a PlayStation game. I remember putting it in Retroarch. So here's the ROMs. PlayStation 1, okay? Let's try Soul Blade or something. I think it's a .cue file. Gonna select that emulator.
Namco. Welcome to the stage of history. Battle 1. Fight. The grueling battle ends with the victory of Siegfried. You win.
I never had such an easy victory.
Battle 2. Fight.
If you want to change the configuration file, you can. If you want to reset it to default, you can if you mess something up. I think that's pretty much it for this video. I just showed you how to install Retroarch and have all the associated files with it so you could run it. So File Manager is definitely something that is a necessity. And of course you have to have Shutdown, because there's no way to shut down this single board computer because there's no power off button. And the reset button is within the case, which I cannot access. So I'm going to shut down this thing. And as for the video quality, as for the video as for the games, it's a little bit choppy because of the DVR that I use, but it actually ran very smoothly. Just to let you know, I'm just gonna power this off, and that's pretty much it. So, if you have any questions, you could leave in the comment section below. If you want to know where to get all the software that I use, I'll leave that in the video URL, all the URLs in the video description below. As for the ROMs, it's your responsibility to locate them. Thank you for watching.